project of the night is 2006 Avalanche that we are surmising has a bad leaking water pump. Conditions were very similar to my Silverado, where it started gradually leaking and ended up with no water in the system, and the inside gauge just went over to 240 while my sister was driving, and left it really toasty. Didn't see any real obvious leaks, or just some puddles, but nothing really obvious. So gonna get underneath here. We've got a new water pump ordered. I'm really suspecting that's what it is. Heater core seems to be fine. Normal, suspects on these seem to be fine. The heater core wires back here, or lines, those seem to be fine. The Y on the hose down here seems to be fine. This is a typical issue. All these hose connections seem to be dry. But if you look at the motor, back of the, or the front of the, what am I trying to say? I can't talk. Front of the motor is very wet with oil back there. And I see a cracked AC belt as well. We'll probably go ahead and swap that for. I've got an extra one for my Suburban. So looking at this more, yeah, there's the if you look real close at the engine cover, that thing is soaked. It does have an oil leak, but I don't think that is all oil. So, and these are just tricky. The I'm seeing so far, these are just tricky to gauge there. And I think this idler pulley is very grooved. I'm thinking there might be an issue with that too. Okay, we're gonna check this out and see what is going on. But I think we got, yep, see down here? You got a bunch of liquid and fluid there. Looks like it might have been draining down the to the pitman arm there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure water pump is our culprit. So it's got water in there, so it's not a very heavy leaker, but still leaking once it's under pressure. So let's get to it. I forgot to take the camera with me, but underneath the truck, all that dampness that we see down there is indeed, and on the sway bar, that's all antifreeze that is leaked out. So I am confident that changing this water pump will be the fix. Let's get to it. 10 o'clock, let's see where the progress is. Old water pump is out. We spent a good bit of time working on the weird papery gaskets that were on both sides. It was hard. I don't like, so far it seems easier to just leave this assembly here and then just try to scrape the gaskets as best as possible. So I used a combination of the scraper where I could, and then a nice steel brush. Let me know if that's not ideal, but it seems like it's good. I'm going to use some brake cleaner and spray out the pores and the water jackets there, and then the bolt holes as well, and see if we can get some of this gunk off of here. And then we'll let that dry and lube up our silicone, our gaskets, get those stuck on there, and go from there. Probably knock off about 10:30 or so. Oh, cool. That idler arm is a Moog. The pitman arm is also gone out again. I'm not sure why, but that is also an issue. And it looks like we need to do valve cover gaskets. And this PCV valve is really moist over there. Not sure why it's so grimy, but that's where we're at. 10:30 update. Not excited with the way things are going. So we went ahead and we got a gallon of antifreeze in there, a gallon of water. We got this all buttoned up. We got the new AC belt on there. We got the tensioner transferred over, got the belt lined up. Went ahead and used some throttle body cleaner for there. Got our, for the blade and everything. Got our hoses tightened up and everything. So we are ready to crank this baby up. Well, after we put that on. And get this show on the road and see what happens. So hopefully 11 o'clock, have this knocked out, go test drive it in the morning, have all the dirty work done, and sister can have her truck back. Hopefully. We'll see if anything else weird pops up, because it's a car and that can always happen. Alright, it seems like the Avalanche is all fixed. I'm going to check it, go for a little bit of a drive. We're letting it run right now to see if everything's kind of dialed up where it should be. Check for any leaks or if we missed anything, and go from there. Unfortunately, the issue is not solved. So, guessing either the coolant tank, we were all moist around here, all wet. So I'm guessing the coolant tank is the issue, or the little T piece right down there. So investigate further, but everything is just as wet as yesterday when I started on it. We got a drop here. Yeah. So you see all this leakage right there, and then those wires, everything's damp, and then you see that's all damp. I sprayed all this off last night. See, it's all drained back there. So that leads me to think, like I said, it's either this T run up that way, just slowly, ever so slowly dripping, or there's got a crack in the coolant tank. Not sure which. Have to investigate farther. But unfortunately, we're not fixed yet, but sister does have a new water pump, so oh well. Driving in the Avalanche, trying to see if we can build up some more pressure, see if we can just make any leaks if they're. Temp staying nice and good. Look at that, right below. That's pretty good. Found out that we need a pitman arm, need some upper ball joints eventually, and valve cover gaskets and the PCV valve cover. But for the most part, very clean under there. I checked the codes and she had all 4 oxygen sensor codes on for some reason, and a misfire code. So yeah, cleared those, trying to see if they come back. A lot of playing the sim. Yeah, still going straight, and it's just really bad. So far, so good. I'm gonna check the codes again when we get home. Air is nice. Running right where it's supposed to be. I think it's actually running cooler than what it was before. I mean, I don't on, so it's a cool day, so maybe that's why, I don't know. But we'll check it out and see. And then I'll just have her watch for some more leaks, and we'll go from there. Try to get the other stuff taken care of here eventually, because the steering's really whacked out. It is quite the handful. Once you're straight, you're fine, but if you need to turn any, ooh, not fun. So, but the truck's got a lot of potential. It doesn't have any, very little rear main leakage, and very little on the oil pan. Most of it's the front cover and the valve covers seem to be the oiliest part. A lot of oil coming off the back of the PCV valve, so I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll have to check that out. But I think we've got a clean bill of health for now. We'll have to watch it and see. So we'll keep you posted.